The bond between BTS members has always been one of the most talked about aspects of the group, but few pairings spark as much curiosity, excitement, and emotional investment as Jungkook and Jimin, fondly known by fans as Jikook. Over the years, their interactions have been analyzed, celebrated, and sometimes debated, but one thing remains undeniable: their connection feels uniquely close, warm, and deeply genuine. Recently, fans have been buzzing once again after a series of moments that seem to hint at something even more personal between the two. What started as subtle gestures and familiar habits quickly turned into a full-blown discussion across social media platforms. The question on everyone's mind: did Jungkook just openly acknowledge the special way of interacting with Jimin? It all began with what many fans describe as a pattern. Jungkook, whether intentionally or not, often gravitates toward Jimin. In behind-the-scenes clips, live streams, and public appearances, he seems to naturally position himself near him, standing close, leaning in, or even unconsciously mirroring Jimin's actions. At first glance, these could easily be dismissed as normal behavior between close friends. But longtime fans know there's something more layered in the way these two interact. One particular moment caught the internet's attention. During a casual setting, relaxed, unfiltered, and seemingly unscripted, Jungkook made a remark that many interpreted as an indirect allusion. While he didn't explicitly label it as a habit, his tone and choice of words suggested familiarity, almost as if he was acknowledging something fans had noticed for years. The way he spoke about being around Jimin and how natural it felt added fuel to the already growing speculation. What made this even more intriguing was Jimin's reaction. Rather than appearing surprised or dismissive, he responded with a quiet smile, one that fans have come to recognize as meaningful. It wasn't exaggerated or performative. Instead, it felt subtle, comfortable, and perhaps even knowing. That small exchange alone was enough to send fans into a frenzy of interpretation. But the moment that truly intensified the discussion was shortly after. In another clip that quickly went viral, Jungkook was seen getting unusually close to Jimin. The atmosphere was playful, yet there was a softness in their interaction that stood out. As they laughed and leaned into each other, the distance between them seemed to disappear entirely. For a brief second, so quick that it required multiple replays, it looked as though their closeness crossed into something even more intimate. Fans immediately began dissecting the clip frame by frame. Some argued that it was simply a trick of the angle or a misunderstood moment. Others were convinced that it represented a level of affection rarely shown so openly. Regardless of interpretation, the emotional impact was undeniable. The moment carried a kind of tension, not uncomfortable, but deeply personal. It's important to note that BTS has always shared a strong sense of physical closeness. Hugs, playful touches, and affectionate gestures are a natural part of their dynamic. However, what makes Jikook stand out is the consistency and intensity of these interactions. There's a rhythm to their closeness, a familiarity that feels lived in rather than staged. Over time, fans have compiled countless examples of this. From Jungkook instinctively reaching for Jimin in crowded situations, to Jimin adjusting Jungkook's clothing without hesitation, their behavior often reflects a level of comfort that goes beyond casual friendship. These moments, while small on their own, create a larger picture when seen together. Another layer to this dynamic is the emotional support they seem to provide each other. In interviews and documentaries, both have spoken about the challenges they've faced as idols, the pressure, the expectations, and the constant scrutiny. In those moments, they often mention each other as a source of strength. Jungkook, who debuted at a very young age, has frequently expressed how much he relied on his older members, particularly Jimin, during his formative years. Jimin, in turn, has shown a protective and nurturing side toward Jungkook, often encouraging him and celebrating his growth. This mutual reliance creates a foundation that makes their closeness feel authentic rather than exaggerated. It's not just about physical gestures, it's about trust, understanding, and shared experiences. So when fans see moments that appear more intimate, it's not surprising that they react strongly. These interactions feel like extensions of a deeper connection, rather than isolated incidents. However, it's also important to approach these discussions with balance. While fans are naturally curious and emotionally invested, interpretations can vary widely. What one person sees as a romantic gesture, another may view as a sign of deep friendship. Both perspectives can exist without diminishing the genuine bond between Jungkook and Jimin. The beauty of their relationship lies in its ambiguity. It doesn't need to be defined in strict terms to be meaningful. Whether it's friendship, brotherhood, or something more nuanced, what truly matters is the authenticity of their connection. As the clip continues to circulate and discussions evolve, one thing is certain. Jikook remains one of the most captivating dynamics within BTS. Their interactions, no matter how small, carry an emotional weight that resonates with fans around the world. And perhaps that's the real reason why moments like these go viral. Not because of what they definitively prove, but because of what they make people feel. In the end, whether Jungkook admitted anything or not may never be clearly answered. But the way he looks at Jimin, the ease with which they interact, and the comfort they share speak volumes on their own. Sometimes, the most powerful connections are the ones that don't need to be explained. And for fans watching closely, every glance, every smile, and every fleeting moment continues to tell a story, one that feels both mysterious and deeply real at the same time. Purple Heart